Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Reed here. Welcome back to a very interesting video. Or just welcome. Not even welcome back. Welcome to this very interesting video. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Because this is being uploaded on the day before Turkey Day. Or by the time you guys watch this, it'll probably be Turkey Day. Or Thanksgiving for you guys. So, happy Thanksgiving to you all. And let me know in the comments what you guys are going to be doing for Thanksgiving this year. You guys going to have family over? What kind of food you guys eating? All that good stuff. And for today's video, we got tier list. Yeah, tier maker. And I'm sure probably a couple for some of you that use the Discord platform, and of course are in my Discord server. Again, links are everywhere if you want to join it. Today I thought I would do a very interesting video. And what's funny is that at the time this was being recorded, the prior day, literally at 12, like at dead midnight, like midnight sharp, like exactly 12 p.m., my brain just randomly hashed an idea. And I decided, you know what? Let me do a tier maker list of all of my relevant Discord server members and bots and rank them from my personal top favorites to my personal not so favorites. So, quick disclaimer with that being said, I don't mean to offend anyone in this video that is currently being shown on screen. So, just because I put you on the top or at the bottom doesn't mean that you're a bad person or whatever the case may be, or that, you've wronged me in any way that put me that, or at least not that I know of, to be put in that position, or the case may be. Just again, this is just purely for fun, and in the comments I will make this available so that way you guys can play this for yourselves and make your own list of your personal preferences. So that being said, let's get started. And who am I going to start with? Boy, we're going to start off with Evan. Yes, you're lucky number one. All right. So, Evan, legendary Evan, good friend of mine, very very good friend of mine, and server admin, which is great, and one of my first server moderators, if I remember correctly. Yes. So, we've been together for what, 2-3 years? And boy, have we had a blast. Now, Evan, you and I met, what was it, on a Terraria live stream you were doing. I think it was on Turkey Day, I think. Or the day before Turkey Day. You had, right, a stream going, and I just happened to join it, and then from there we just kind of hit it off, didn't we? And we've stuck together ever since. So, we've been through the good and the bad, right? And there's some, and you definitely have some issues to work out, but you're still one of my good friends. So I would put you at the most favorite, but honestly, with times now, the tables are turning a little bit. You're not my top favorite anymore. You were for a long time, but unfortunately, someone else has dethroned you. And I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put you as number one in favorites. There we go. Okay, next on the list, who do we have? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Kem. Or Chem, or however the heck your name's pronounced. I believe we did. I think you were part of the Minecraft co-op series that I had for a little while, and unfortunately that dropped because someone decided it would be a good idea to grief the world and blow up my house. And sorry for the screaming, but I'm still a bit salty about that even now, because I worked hard on that, and everybody came to my house, well, Evan, you were doing your little, whatchamacallit, your little nether bridge or whatever it was. And then this guy, this chump just decides to show up and just decides, you know what, heck with that. You know your nice house that you spent literally an entire hour's worth of streaming content building? Not even that. I think it was like 2-3 hours of of on-stream building I did of that house. And he just blew it up. Like, come on, man. No, to be fair, I did kind of instigate it, to be fair. And then again, most people probably remember that co-op series because I fell for the for Evan's joke where he said that the diamond hoe was stronger than the diamond pickaxe. Yes, I know I could have just Googled it and avoided the public humiliation, but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. You know, Evan, I don't hold a grudge against you, not necessarily. If you ever play Minecraft again, I will build a TNT prison around you and I will blow you up just for that. But anyway, we're gonna put Chem. We'll put you in which is neutral, right? I'll put you there because I don't like you, neither do I hate you. You're just kind of in the middle, so I'll put you there. Now, next up, let's go to eeny, meeny, miny, Captain. Yes, Captain. You're a relatively newer person. I believe you are a they, them, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Now, funny story, guys, about Captain is that I met them through wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and I actually had a crush on this person for a little bit. Not gonna lie, and I had a huge one on her and on them. Sorry, and unfortunately, I just kind of lost interest, if I'm gonna be honest, because when it comes to love for me, which I'm gonna talk about this more in a future video, so definitely stay tuned for that. About just my experience with love and romance and whatnot. Yeah, she quickly just went from amazing to mid, and then to just back to friend. So there you go. there's that for you. And Captain, if you are watching this, you know, no offense to you, but you know, you're still my friend, right? Technically kinda my bro, but then again, Evan's way more so my bro, so I guess you're my brother number 2. So we'll put you next to Evan for now. Of course, I might swap you two around. We'll wait and see, but for now, we're keeping them like that. All right. So next up on the list, let's go with Frodo. Frodo T. Baggin. Great name. I'm just gonna okay, now I should probably explain why I'm putting you in the ugh category, because I did like this person for a little bit, right? Like, Frodo, if you're watching this, you were cool for a minute. I did like you for a little bit, but you quickly just, the fact that you play CSGO and most of your time is spent with Evan, and clearly you don't really have any interest in talking to me. So, and we just kind of avoid each other for the most part. Yeah, I'm just going to put you in the ugh category. Because, it's not, because I once liked you, but no, I really don't. I gotta be brutally honest here. But you're not so bad that you go here. No, I'm going to put you in the ugh category. So that's where you're going to stay. Okay, next up, let's go with eeny, meeny, miny, Akuma! Yes, Akuma. Or as I like to nickname you, German Evan. or the man that what was your Discord name? What's your other name that our little joke name that we came up with together for you? What was it? Well, in my server it's Boom, and then in what is a certain someone else's server, I am the one who explodes. Yes, there we go. That was your name. Yeah. All right. So you. Ooh, it's a tough choice between you and Captain. Because I like both of you! Because both of you can make me laugh. Both of you love Splatoon, which, of course, for those who watch my Splatoon stream, or at least by the time you see this, if you have watched the Splatoon stream, yeah, my god. That, and you do some really good memes. You're a really cool person. So, I'm gonna put you behind Captain for now. Although I'm kind of, you know what, heck, I'm going to put you there. Yeah, so we have brother number 1, brother number 2, and then brother number 3. So there we go. So that's all 3 of yous now. So I think we got all that in order. Now, I believe there's a 4th one amongst this little group here, but we'll get to that in a bit. So, anyways, let's move on to breads. So, You, I believe, don't you work? I think you do baking as a profession, or as a little little what do you call it? Your a self-employment type thing. I think it was. Which I applaud you for that, especially in this day and age in today's economy. Um, yeah, don't want to get political here, but or anything, obviously, but or get too much into that sort of touchy stuff. But kudos to you for in today's society. That's amazing that you're able to do that, and you have a passion for that, and that's great. I'm proud of you, man. So I know we were together in the Minecraft co-op series. I don't know if you ever made an appearance. I don't think you ever did because my Microsoft account wouldn't work to do the multiplayer properly outside of course, native PlayStation 4 play. But um, right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the neutral because I like you, but I'm not crazy into you. You know what I mean? Like you're not like I'm not rooting and raving about you. You know what I mean? You're just kind of neutral. You know, hey, you're just kind of there. So next up we have Alex. Let's go with Alex. Alex B. So Alex, now you showed up at a time when my YouTube channel was in its youth. It was, I believe, 2017, 2018 slash 2019, which were the golden years for my channel until the 2020s, where my channel just dropped off and died, basically. No offense to myself or anything, it's just, college and whatnot's keeping me extremely busy, so I haven't been able to do videos like I would like. That, and I just haven't really had the urge to do videos either. Again, I did a whole video talking about, like, my burnout and whatnot, which is still very much in effect. But, anyways, so, Alex B. Now, the people that I was associated with at that time, I've since broken away with for very good reasons because they just went from great to not so good and became very toxic. And obviously, for those who know me to any capacity, I cannot stand toxic people. I just can't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and because of that, and the fact that you don't really talk to me anymore, and neither do I really talk to you, so I'm going to put you in the neutral. Because, or the because that's how I kind of feel about you. You're kind of So, there you go. Next up, we have Asterai, Mizu Man. What's going on? Yeah! Yeah, so you and I have started to get really good. I think we're really good friends now. We know a good bit about each other. We've done multiple collabs on your new Twitch channel, which, by the way, do let me know in the comments when you're going to be doing your next playthrough of, what is it, Resident Evil Village, because I'm definitely looking forward to collabing with you again for that. And we've watched Nintendo Directs together. We've done a lot together, so... we're both Metroid fans. I think we both met through what was it, the MCD Metroid Community Discord server, and yeah. So I'm gonna put you in favorite. So there you go. You're welcome. So there you go. I'm not gonna put you in most favorites, not yet. You're getting close though. You're getting close, but for right now, you're just gonna stay in favorites. Next, we have, oh boy, we have Brewster. I believe this is Brewster. How you doing, man? So, Brewster, I believe you are I believe you also showed up around the same time as Alex did, and you are, or at least you were, my YouTube live chat moderator. And you did a pretty good job for the most part. You didn't do much, but you did a pretty good job when, you had your little moments to shine. So for that, I'm gonna put you in the neutral. Because again, you did a lot of good stuff, but then again, like everyone else in the category, I don't really talk to these people that much as I do, the favorites and of course the most favorites that we'll get into later. So let's go ahead and move on to Chaos Martyr. Chaos Martyr, what's going on, my man? Nice to have you here in the in the tier list. So, of course, I had to put a spot for you. And, yeah, I'm going to put you. I don't think I really need to explain this, do I? Nah, of course I do. So, I believe we met alongside, what was it, Vaulty. So, and both of you are amazing guys and have done a lot for me. In terms of bringing me a lot of laughs, a lot of joy, and have done a lot for me. So, and now, of course, lately, Chaos, you haven't really been talking much in the server, but then again, you've been busy and you've had other things to do in your life. So, and plus, after the last incident that we're not going to talk about, where some not nice things were said to each other, not between, of course, myself and you, but, you and Evan here. Yeah, so I'm going to put you in the neutral. Because again, I like you, but I'm not rooting and raving about you. You're a good friend, but I'm not crazy about you. Sorry to say. Next up, we have Devin. Devin, my friend. Yes, what's going on, my man? You're 3 years older than me, which I still can't fathom how that's possible. I used to be the eldest in the server. Now I'm like the second youngest, or the second eldest now, and the third is of course wink wink nudge nudge. Anyways, so right. You and I are pretty good friends. We've watched Nintendo Directs together. We're big Nintendo fans, and we've played some Switch games together. We play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Smash Brothers. We've done the whole nine, And you join VCs a lot. You sometimes text me saying how I'm doing, whatever the case may be. You're a good kid. You know what I mean? You're a good man. More accurately. So I'm going to put you up there in the favorites because I like you a lot. And plus you're autistic like me, so that automatically gives you points. So, congrats. And speaking of autism, or people with autism like myself, my buddy Chalky Doggy. Yes, Chalky Doggy. Ignore his name, for the love of God, ignore his name. Chalky Doggy, what's going on, man? Good friend in high school. And we've done a lot of fun stuff together. Then, of course, there was the one, I think it was on my Snapchat story for a little bit back when I was barely using Snapchat, where you tried to get, I think it was a dog collar or something, from the local pet store just down the road from the frickin' school. That was fun. So, yeah, although I think you actually got caught for that and you got in trouble for that, but that's okay. It was funny at the time, so. Of course, we were friends with, our other buddy, Ninja KR00, really, really good friend of mine as well. And I believe now, Chalky Doggy, you're a small-time rapper. So good for you. Don't really care much for the rap genre anymore, like I used to. But when I used to listen to rappers like Chief Keef with you, and what was his name? Was it BJ the Chicago Kid or something like that? I can't remember. A bunch of different rap artists we used to listen to together, and we always, vibed to the music. It was amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to have to put you in my most favorite because you're a really, really good friend of mine. I know we don't talk that much anymore, but still, you're a really, really good friend of mine. So, I'm going to put you there. Now, I should actually put you more in the favorites. So, you know what? That's actually more accurate. I'm going to put you... Actually, I'll put you next to Devin. There we go. That I think is appropriate. I think that works. So we'll keep you there. Keep you there for now. I might shuffle you guys around later. So, but we'll see. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to Ferreo the Last. So Ferreo the Last. I know you showed up around the time I was doing my Subnautica series, and you were a huge help with that. You gave me directions a little bit to where I needed to go. You made some awesome art of the Leviathan, or the Sea Dragon Leviathan. I remember that. And in general, you were just a really sweet kid. You don't talk to me much anymore, neither do I really talk to you anymore. So I'm going to put you again in the category. Because again, you're still a good friend, but we don't really talk anymore, do we? So I'm going to put you there, because I think that's appropriate for you. Moving on, let's go to CPU Zero Nerd. CPU Nerd. We were good friends. We watched the Metroid Dread trailer together, I believe, and we were both excited as all get out for Metroid 5. So, fellow Metroid fan, I believe we met through what was his name? The Orpheon server, I think it was. I think it was that. So, I'm gonna put you in the. You know what? Let's put you in the favorites. I'll put you next to Astrai or Mizu Man. There you go. So put you two together, because again, what a surprise! The Metroid fans putting the Metroid fans together. What a surprise! Anyway, predictable, am I right? Anyways, let's move on to let's keep doing Metroid fans. Let's keep doing Metroid fans that I know. Let's go next with Funny Bunny. Funny Bunny. I know we met through Metroid Community Discord. We randomly met through a VC when I joined. We did memes like Walter White, and shows up in Metroid Prime or something like that, and a bunch of other memes. We talk now and then. I know we did play Roblox at one point, and I believe we did some FNAF thing. So. That was my dignity went down a few points, but it's okay. We're still good friends, and I did it because I'm a nice guy, and that's just what I do. Sometimes I just gotta toss away my dignity in favor of just making good friends out there. You know what I mean, and making people happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you next to CPU Zero Nerd. There you go. So that's where you're gonna sit. So congrats. That's where you go. And again, for Devin, I might move you next to Captain. Not exactly sure. No, actually, I think that spot's actually appropriate. We'll keep you there. We'll keep you there for now. I might shuffle you around, but we'll see. So let's move on to Luke. Luke, my friend. Can't remember what your actual name is. I believe it was. Oh yeah, El Pablo. Yes, El Pablo. So obviously, great friend of mine. I know you're one of the few people that still comes to my streams when I do a live stream, and we have great chats when we do. We usually talk about Bosnia and whatever the case may be, and your place of origin and that sort of stuff. And make little jokes and whatever the case may be. Of course, can't forget the whatchamacallit, the drunk Skyray. Can't forget about him. So I forget what we called him. The drunk Skyray from Subnautica Below Zero. But yeah, I'm going to put you in the favorites category, and I'm going to put you next to, you know what, Behind Ernesto. Or Chalky Doggy. That's his real name, by the way. So again, just shout out to you, Ernesto, if you're watching this. I doubt it, but if you are, there you go. So that's where I'm going to put you for now. Might shuffle you around in a bit, but we'll get back to you in a minute. So moving on and keeping up with, you know what? Well, I did say I was going to keep up with Metroid fans, but you're not really a fan of Metroid, are you? So let's shift gears back to Metroid fans for a bit. Super Rex. We met earlier this year in MCD, Metroid Community Discord. I know you're super excited for a certain Metroid fan project. Not going to say what it is, but yeah, I know you're super excited for that. I know we've been in VCs late into the evening, and with you showing me the game and whatever the case may be. And of course, I was freaking out over the sort of stuff that the lead producer for that project is doing for that fan project. Super impressive stuff, and yeah, so, and I love your little profile picture with Metroid Fusion, so that is great. And with Fusion Suit and, of course, the SAX, so that is awesome. So I'm going to put you next to Funny Bunny. There you go. So you and Funny Bunny get well acquainted, because you're staying with him for now. So boom, there we go. So you two stay together. Now then, moving on to Mr. Finbin. Mr. Finbin, I believe you were one of my YouTube live stream chat moderators, and there's nothing really much more to you than that, I don't think. So I'm going to put you next to Ferreo in the category, because you're kind of for me. So we'll put you there. Now moving on to what is your name? I can't remember what your Discord name is, but I know that you're Hamburglar, I think it is. Hamburglar, or as I know you in real life, what is your name? I can't remember right now. Dang it, it was just on the tip of my tongue, but I just lost it. Dang it. But so there you go. So Hamburglar, good friend of mine for the most part. Of course, you know me for my antics in high school back when I was quite the class clown. Not, I have since retired from that position as the meme man, the class clown that you once knew. But I'm glad that you were able to, find me again. Also, I believe your name was Alberto, if I remember correctly. Alberto, yes, Alberto. So I'm gonna put you in the. I'm gonna put you next to Ernesto, actually. Actually, no, I'll put you. Yeah, no, behind Pablo, behind Luke. So you go behind Luke. So, because we've had some good times together, but for the most part, we don't really talk that much, do we? So there you go. And I think you're doing well for yourself, too. I think you're in college as well. So congrats, my man. Congrats. College brothers. Let's go. Anyways, next up, of course, listener, Kelsey. How you doing? So, obviously, we've known each other for, 4 or 5 months, I believe. And in that short amount of time, we've actually grown pretty close as friends, I think. We've talked about all kinds of stuff. Of course, we always scream each other's name in all caps in DMs because of the one day you decided to scream my name in DMs just to annoy me. and then of course there was the hangman we did together because you couldn't remember what my 2 middle names were. So we've had some fun times. Of course, you join VCs on my server fairly regularly, and in general, you are an absolute godsend. So kudos to you, especially because for those who don't know, and this isn't because of me or anything like that. It's just in general my track record with women, right? In terms of having female friends, whatever the case may be, isn't really all that good. And it's not because of me most of the time. It's more or less the girl just not liking me or whatever the case may be and just kind of getting bored of me. So, but for you, you've actually stuck around for a while, and I'm surprised because I thought you were just going to be another person that was just going to ghost me, like most people in my Discord server, and just kind of turn into a lurker that just kind of watches the meme channels and whatnot. But no, surprisingly, you actually became a relevant member of the server, and you've actually, and you've integrated very well into the group. So I'm going to put you in the favorites category, and I'm going to put you... Actually, I'm going to put you right in front of Captain. There you go. So I'm going to put you there because now thinking about it, you're actually more so... Well, actually, if we're going to do this accurately, because, Captain, I view you as sort of my brother, or one of my 3 brothers now, brother number 1, 2, and 3, and listener Kelsey, you're more like you're closer to a sister figure for me, kind of, sort of. I would think more or less, say, I guess middle of the road sister, not exactly a big sister or a little sister. You're just kind of in the middle for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and you're kind of my sister, I guess, in a way. So there you go. If I was to make some sort of analogy for our friendship. So moving on. Next, let's go with Seacrow. We met in the Smash Ultimate server some time ago, and we kind of hit it off. I know you love destroying me in Smash and making me upset and making me want to throw my controller across the room. And and you've told me some pretty funny stories recently about you almost doxing a kid because they exposed their private information, whatever the case may be. So that was kind of fun, and of course many other sort of funny stories and funny voice impressions that you do that I like to do. I'm this voice, or this voice. Hey Peter, Peter, he's doing a tier list. Hey Peter. you know, and other stupid voice impressions. So you do a really good Wario too. So I'm gonna put you in the favorites category. I'm gonna put you right behind Devin. There you go. That's where you're gonna sit for now. Again, might shuffle you guys around, but we'll wait and see. So that's where you're gonna sit for now. Next, let's move on to Kanye West. Kanye West, you showed up for one. You've showed up a couple times in my server, and you've absolutely slayed it with your. I believe with your picture in my general chat called. I believe it was called "COVID in Paris." I think it was. Absolutely hysterical. Completely out of nowhere, no context. Knocked me off my feet. It was absolutely hilarious. So I'm gonna put you in the. I'm gonna put you right behind Hamburglar, as that's the only time you've really talked to my server. But that one time, you absolutely just knocked us all on our butts with your amazing comedy for that brief second of comedy gold. So I'm gonna give it to you on that one. That's where you're gonna sit. So for now. So let's move on to Baby Man Man. Baby Man Man, what a tragedy you've been. From the start, I believe you joined in right as a certain group of haters, and back in, I believe, 2018, 2019, were threatening me and threatening the chat and whatnot. And you were a huge help in trying to get rid of them. Unfortunately, I believe your Discord account did get compromised by these people, and whatever the case may be. It was just a really, really bad situation. But thankfully, you're back now, and hopefully the good times will start rolling again for the two of us, because, for God's sake, you were my moderator at one point, and you did pretty good as my moderator as well. So I'm going to put you right... Oh, shoot. Right behind... Right behind... Oh, actually, I'm going to put you... Oh, boy. Where do I want to put you? I think I'm going to put you behind Chaos. There you go. Because I think that's kind of where you stand for me. I think that's appropriate. So let's go ahead, and if my phone will quit turning off in the background, moving on to Mino. Mino, yes, we met in the r/3ds Discord server. And we kind of hit it off. You're in college as well. I believe you're studying, what is it, psychology or something like that. And it's pretty interesting. The conversations that we've had and the paragraphs of text you always send me when times are really getting interesting for you in your studies. And I commend you for your psychological studies. That is great, especially for someone like, especially since you met someone like me, which I think I'm a great, case of study for you, to kind of learn about autism and what it does and how it affects people, whatever the case may be. That's great for you. I'm a great, I guess, living, I guess, what do you call it, case of study for you. So I guess I'm kind of your guinea pig-ish for autism. So there you go. So I'm gonna put you in the favorites. I'm gonna put you right behind Kanye, because I think you kind of fit somewhere there, where again we have something going on, a good connection going on, but again I'm not too terribly crazy about you yet. So I'm gonna put you there. So next, let's grab Metroid 729, my friend. Yes, or I believe you're Phoenix, your real name. So yeah, Phoenix, my friend. We met, I believe, through MCD, or was it one of the other Metroid servers? We've had quite some history together. Most of it was pretty good. Then it went to not so good for a bit, and now we've kind of come full circle, and now we're back to being good friends again. So you somewhat join VCs regularly again, and despite some mishandlings on my part back during the not so good times in our friendship, you still view me as a good person. You know what? That's great because not everybody that I've made mishandlings with look at me as a good person anymore. Rose Kingdom. So let's go ahead and put you in the favorites. I'm gonna put you behind Funny Bunny. Actually, no. I'm gonna put you behind Super Rex. I'm gonna put you there. Actually, no. You deserve to be higher. Let's put you in front of Funny Bunny. There we go. Because you're more so there in terms of the Metroid fans, I guess, in my chat. So there you go. That's where I'm gonna put you for now. So next up we have Hot Racer. Hot Racer. So you joined in right as I got familiar with the Rose Kingdom, and you you were a huge help, especially during the latter half when the owner of that server betrayed me, and did some not so nice things to me, and yeah, so you were a huge help there. And and you're one of the few good things I got out of that whole fiasco. So there were some not so good times with you where you actually ticked off one of my admins so bad that they were basically forced to leave. But thankfully you straightened up your act, and now you're much better than you were before. Much better, and much nicer too, and less of a and doing less foolish things that is going to get you in trouble. So with me and of course my staff. So I applaud you for actually making some positive changes. So I'm going to put you in the favorites behind Mino. There you go. So that's where you sit for now, of course, until I decide to move you guys around, but we'll wait and see. So next up, I believe this is EN, or the server ghost, so named because this person was able to join the server and somehow bypassed all of my protections or my security methods on my server, such as the rule screening and the welcome messages from my Me6 bot. So and me and my staff all had a good laugh about it, and we decided to give you the special server role of server ghost. So for that little bit of laughter and a little bit of it was a bit of a scary situation, but once we all came to find out you were a nice person and weren't looking to hurt us or try to hack us or anything, we all had a good laugh. So I'm gonna put you in the favorites again behind Hot Racer, just again for the sheer brief moment of comedy that you had. Matter of fact, actually no, I'm gonna put you behind Kanye. There you go. Because both of you had some pretty one-hit wonders moments of comedy that got me and my staff members to all have a good laugh about it. So that was really fun. Now moving on to about my mic, Mr. Taco Man. Mr. Taco Man. I believe we met in the what is it? What do you call it? Oh, what was the channel? I can't remember right now. It was one of the Reddit reading channels. I can't remember what the Discord server was and what the person's name was. MK! There we go, MK. Yeah, we met through the MK Discord server, and this was at a time where I was a bit more foolish myself, and made some not so good choices in terms of what I joked about and how far I was gonna go with just stupid puns and whatnot. So we're on good terms now, but you don't really talk to me, and neither do I really talk to you. So again, I'm gonna put you in the category. So that's where you're gonna fit. Okay, next up we have Meme Man, Meme Lord, Meme God, all kinds of names for you. I don't really know much about you, honestly, outside of the fact that I know you like Call of Duty, I believe. I believe Call of Duty Zombies. I believe it's Black Ops 2 Zombies. And you had a meme battle between my admin, Evan, and yourself, which was absolutely hilarious. And of course, I completely supported that, and it was a lot of fun. And as a matter of fact, I loved it so much that... Oh, something's on my mic. What is that? What is that? Oh, I think it's a little speck of dust. Get off. I thought something. Yeah, I don't know why a speck of dust just landed randomly on the screen. That's annoying. Anyway, so as I was saying, loved it. I loved the meme battle so much that I decided I would have a sequel meme battle with Evan, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Lost my train of thought halfway through that meme battle, but it was pretty fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the favorites behind. You know what? I'm gonna put you behind EN because again, you had a one-hit wonder moment of comedy with that meme battle that I completely supported and encouraged, and that was a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to see watch unfold. So that was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. All right, next up we have. Let's see. Who's that handsome? Who's that handsome stud right there in the middle? I think that's me. So, yeah, I guess I have to rate myself, don't I? And of course, you know me. For some of you, you know I'm very egotistical from time to time. So of course I had to put myself. I mean, come on. My ego simply wouldn't be satiated if I didn't have myself on the tier list. So I was pretty good from 2017 to 2018. What the heck happened to me in the 2020s? I've just gotten worse, not better. Okay, I'm kidding. You know, self-deprecation comedy doesn't really work anymore these days, does it? I know some of you probably find it absolutely hilarious, but for me, I don't really do that self-deprecation humor anymore. I'm just kind of past that weird phase of my YouTube existence. But anyways, so let me just put myself in the. Well, I mean, I love myself a lot, so obviously I have to put myself in the most favorite, and it's the top one. I mean, come on. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Alright, so next up we have. Oh, who is this? Eggbort. Eggbort. So, another Metroid fan friend of mine, and I believe we both were also excited for Metroid 5 last year. We watched the Nintendo Direct, not together, but separately. And I believe there was your Twitch channel, what was it, Turning Time, where you were playing AM2R for a bit, and I commentated over that, and it was a lot of fun. It was a unofficial, it was a unintended collaboration between the two of us, but it was still really cool the way that turned out. So I'm gonna put you behind CPU Zero Nerd and just in front of, you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to put you behind Phoenix. There you go. That's where you're going to sit. Because that's kind of your placement for now. Like, you're still a good Metroid fan, a friend of mine. Excuse me, but I'm not crazy about you. So, not too terribly crazy about you, but I still like you regardless. So, moving on, we have, NS. Now, I know recently you did a Twitch stream in my Discord's GV, General Voice channel, and you were doing, I believe it was Sonic Frontiers, and yeah, I decided to go full idiot during that stream and just made a bunch of memes and jokes and all that other garbage that I do when my brain just decides, you know what, let's go full on stupid, full on moron, you know what I mean? Just completely throw away my moral compass and any sort of dignity that I have left and just go full stupid, you know what I mean? And it was a lot of fun for the most part, and I do apologize for that. If you're watching this, I do apologize. I know it's not a good look for me necessarily, but at the same time, it was still a lot of fun, and I thought it was pretty funny just the amounts of stupidity that exacerbate from myself when I let myself go full stupid, and full numbskull, you know what I mean? Just full on meme idiot. So I'm gonna put you in just behind Hot Racer because I like you. We had that brief one-hit wonder moment of comedy together, and it was a lot of fun, I think. Actually, no. I'm not going to put you behind Hot Racer. I'm going to put you behind Meme Man. Meme God, Meme Lord. I'm going to put you there. So that's where you're going to sit. Because again, all of you share that in common. You all have had either one or a couple, brief moments of amazing comedy. Either facilitated by myself or by someone else. So that's great. well, facilitated and initiated by someone else or myself. So that's great. Anyways, moving on to Brandon Mooishad. There we go. Now we're talking. Back to my school friends. I remember when I first met you. You met me back when I was still the class clown of the school campus, and of the entire, 12th grade campus. Attendees, I guess, if you will, and students, whatever the case may be. So, and I believe at the time you had no idea what you were doing that day. So I think it was your first day on campus. And what a surprise, you met me. And you met me in probably not one of the not so good times of my life where I was that class clown and, I was making a complete joke out of myself. I believe there's a couple Snapchats out there of me doing my class clown act. Yeah, it's not a good look for me. It's really not. And for those that out there that might have access to those Snapchats or whatnot, please don't share those. Please don't share those. I'm really uncomfortable with that class clown sort of act of mine. As yes, it was really funny, and yes, a lot of people liked it for the most part, but at the same time, that really wasn't me, and it really doesn't represent me well at all. So if you could not share those, if you have those, that would be great. Since I believe you Hamburglar, you almost shared one of those instances of my antics back when I was the meme god, meme lord, meme man, class clown, whatever you want to call me at that time. And yeah, it was really not a good look for me. Really not a good look. It was funny at the time, and I kept doing it because, right, people loved it and people thought it was funny, and they knew it was a joke or whatnot. But at the same time, it's just, again, not a good look. So I'm gonna put you behind. Oh, actually, and we have done a collab before on Minecraft. I don't know if I forgot to put you on the tier list before when I was talking about you. My bad. So I'm actually gonna put you right in front of Hamburglar or Alberto. You're going to go ahead of him because you have the slight edge to him, because the fact that we've talked a whole lot more than me and Alberto have. That, and you're just a really nice guy, and I wish we could talk more, honestly. So moving on, next we have Pancake Lord. Pancake Lord. Or as I sometimes like to call you, Pancake Lord, because I am stupid. So would you kindly shut up in the background? Sorry, my Echo decided it wanted to. My Echo Dot decided it wanted to butt in on the conversation. This doesn't include you. Shut up. Anyway, so stupid thing. I will hit you with a mallet if you keep bickering at me. Anyway, so sorry about that. Anyways, so stupid technology. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna put you, because I've talked to you before. Again, you're one of Ernesto's friends, Evan's friends, and you're pretty all right. You're pretty all right. So I'm gonna put you behind Hot Racer, since you're pretty all right. So there you go. So actually no, we'll put you in neutral, behind Mr. Taco Man. That's where you're gonna sit. Because again, actually better yet, I'll put you behind Ferreo. Actually no, in front of Ferreo. So right behind Baby Man. We'll put you there. I think that's more appropriate for you, for your position. So there you go. Okay, next up we have, I believe this is Breaded. So this is bread with a extra D instead of just bread. So Breaded. And yeah, so or as I nicknamed you on my Discord server, not Vark Skeletor Joel, because you sound exactly like Vark Skeletor Joel from Vine Sauce. You sound a lot like him. So yeah, we've talked a good bit. We have some commonalities, and I'm in your server. And we've done some funnies. We're both super excited for the new Kirby game, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. At least at the time this is being recorded, that should be coming out February, I want to say 24th of next year. So we have some time to wait. I'm not exactly happy about it, but you know what? Hey, I can wait for Kirby because I waited for Forgotten Land, so I can wait for Return to Dreamland. So I'm gonna put you um, behind Pancake because I think that's more. I think that's pretty appropriate for you in terms of your positioning. Next, let's move on to William Afton. Now, William, you showed up in my 300 subscriber special, I believe, where me and Evan had a awesome Minecraft deathmatch, where I ultimately got my butt creamed, despite my attempts at trying to do some funnies, trying to build a tower out of wool, and trying to survive his stupid dumb arrows with his crossbow. And I was able to hit him a couple times, and it was a lot of fun. Very fun video to do. And that was your first appearance as well, was in that video, and you really liked me from right from there. You later joined my Discord server, and then from there you kind of just stopped talking to me. And so, but I'm glad you're still part of the server, and I hope that I get to hear from you soon. I'm gonna put you behind Taco Man. So that's where I think you need. That's where I think you go for now. Until, of course, things might change. But, anyways, next up we have. I believe this is this Vaulty? Yes, I believe this is Vaulty's new account profile. No, this is Chris. Or Vaulty. So yeah, Chris, spelled with a CH. How you doing, man? So instead of the other Chris I know, which is spelled with a K. And no, then there's no CH there. But Chris, my buddy, so you're my admin now, and you've been my admin for a little while now, and you've had some, we have something good going on. You talk to me now and then. We have some laughs. We've played. I think I watched you play. What was it? What was the game? I can't remember. It wasn't Red Dead. It was something else. You were playing. I think it was I think it was Far Cry. I think it was one of the Far Cry games you were playing, and the stream was lagging out and whatnot. I believe Kelsey was there. It was a lot of fun, and yeah. So we've had some good times together, and of course you're now my admin. Congratulations, and you've been that for a good little while now, alongside a couple of my other admins that I have, such as Evan, and of course, I was gonna say myself, but no, I'm the server owner. I'm beyond admin, way beyond that. I'm the one who created the server, obviously, so yeah. I'm going to put you in my most favorite, my second most favorite. Actually, no. I'm actually going to put you behind Kelsey. There you go. There you go. Because you're getting very close to being on my most favorite. You're getting close, but you're not quite there yet with me. Not quite there. Maybe with time that'll change, but for now, you're right there behind Kelsey. So that's where you're gonna sit. So next up we have, oh god, you know what? I've been avoiding you long enough. Abby, my friend, slash love interest, or as I named you on the server, Gremlin of Alcoholic Cans. How you doing? So obviously we've known each other 2-3 years, and you've been a huge help with the incident with the Rose Kingdom, and yeah, it took me quite some time to come out to you and tell you how I really feel, but I'm glad I have, as now, there's no more secrets being hidden, no more, no, there's not that weird sort of empty, whatchamacallit, not emptiness, but this weird sort of tension in the air between the two of us anymore, because even you admitted to me that you kind of noticed that there was something going on with me. For a little bit, because I wasn't really talking to you much for a good while, and that was partially why, was because I was starting to get interested in you. So, and of course you added me to your own private friends server, and of course you have a lot of fun there, and of course you have a lot of fun in DMs, just making jokes and talking about this, that, the other. Sometimes we'll be on calls for like 6 freaking hours. It's a lot of fun. So Yeah, I'm gonna put you in my most favorite, obviously, because you're my biggest crush of the 2020s, and you're my bestest friend now. And you've dethroned Evan, and that I thought was going to be very difficult for you to do, because Evan for the longest time has been like my bestest friend, but you've very quickly, in like less than a month, dethroned him. Jesus, that was quick. So, anyways, next up we have, I believe this is Sour. Sour. I know you are one of Evan's more loyal subscribers back when he actually made content on his channel. And yeah, we never really talked much, but you seem like a decent enough guy. So I'll put you behind Hot Racer. There you go. I definitely like you for sure, but there's definitely some growth that needs to be done. Definitely some growth there. You're not exactly you're not exactly most favorite, but I'll put you as a low favorite, a low tier favorite. So that's where you'll sit. Next up, we have Super Lad. So Super Lad, don't know much about you other than I believe you are a confirmed furry. So, not that I have a problem with furries, not at all. Despite the fact that I do feed into the anti-furry meme culture, to some extent. Of course, knowing that it's very very misogynistic and not and doesn't make furries look good at all. As a matter of fact, there's another friend in school that I have that was a furry as well, and we get along, and I don't really make those kind of jokes with him, but right, but with you, I believe I've made. I don't think I've made any of those jokes with you yet. I could be wrong. Not that I would, because you don't really strike me as the type of person that would be interested in those type of jokes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the category behind William, because you definitely showed some promise. Early on when you first joined, but you haven't really talked much since, so that's kind of where you sit for now. Until, of course, times change, if they ever do. Next up, we have Rogue Jedi. Rogue Jedi, yeah. So, you and I knew each other back when I did a lot of Star Wars content on my channel, specifically Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2. I used to play that was one of my longest running series. Ran for over 100 episodes each for each series because I was playing it that often. Because I was that huge of a Star Wars fan until I, came to the age of reason and started to realize how much the Disney Star Wars sequels suck serious dong, and for lack of better words. And by dong I mean ding dong, like the ice cream. Sucks serious ding dong. Ice cream sticks, drumsticks, whatever they call them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put you in the low tier favorites, because again, you're not exactly but you definitely showed some promise with me back in those times, and I do have fond memories of some of the little conversations we'd have. So I'm going to go ahead and put you as a low tier favorite, so congrats. Next up, we have. Let's see. I believe this is. Now, is this. No, well, actually, no, we're not going to do you yet. We're going to do Fur, or the Friendly Drug Dealer, I believe is your Discord name. Interesting Discord name. Now, Fur, I believe you were the center of a small fiasco early on in the server, where I believe you caused a stir amongst myself. Well, I came later, but mostly you irritated Abby and a couple other staff members at the time, and I believe, what was it, Shadow Dragon, or what was his real name, Bradley, who had some connection to Abby for a little bit. So, until, of course, they kind of broke apart, but I'm not going to talk about that too much here, because there's a bit of sensitive stuff there that I don't want to get into here on video. So, yeah, I'm gonna put you in. I'm gonna put you behind Super Lad. I don't really know much about you. You never really talked to me. I don't really talk to you. But that's the only thing I really remember you for, is that small little incident. So I'll give you that. And I believe you actually irritated Abby so much that she actually, for the first time and the only time on my servers in my server's history, left entirely. So, not a good look, for not a good look. So we're going to go ahead and continue on now, and let's move into Ultra. Now you've made some pretty risque jokes in my server. That and I met you through the Ultimate Gamers alongside somebody else. And there, that I don't talk to anymore for a very good reason, because they went from great to toxic very quickly, and that and in general they were just not really my friend, were they? So I'm gonna go ahead and put you behind Fur, or right, your friendly drug dealer. Um, I believe it was at one point your friendly local drug dealer. I think it was at one point, but I think you moved to local at one point, or they or she. I have no idea. I believe it's a he. So I'll put you there because you have done some. Yeah, you've had some moments. Actually, no. Let me put you behind me, man. Actually, that's more accurate. As you've had some brief moments of comedy that absolutely just now I remember. You've said you've made some of us laugh. So I'll put you behind there. I think that's appropriate for where you should be sitting. So might put you behind NS. We'll see. But I think for now that's where you're gonna sit. Let's see. Next we have Nova S Bay. Nova S Bay. Now we met through my what was it? My college, my IT communication information systems college class. And we had some good chemistry for a minute, in terms of friendly chemistry, where, we help each other on assignments, whatever the case may be, and you genuinely seemed to be interested in me for a minute, but now you don't. Sorry about that. Parents in the other room just laughing up a storm over there watching the TV. I don't know what they're watching, but whatever it is, it can't be that funny. Anyway, so I'm gonna put you behind Rogue Jedi, as we don't really talk much anymore, and you've kind of ghosted me for a minute. So don't know if you're ever gonna talk to me again, but nah, you're probably just gonna keep ghosting me. So. As a matter of fact, on that, actually, on purely on the merit that you've basically ghosted me, I'm gonna put you in the ugh category, just purely for that, because I hate when people ghost me. It sucks, especially when you showed some remote interest in me, at least some. So there you go. Next up, we have Star Gaming. Now, Star Gaming, when you first joined the server, you were an absolute prick. I'm not gonna lie, you were an absolute prick. And it was so bad that you actually caused one of my admins at the time to leave. I believe it was for the second time. And I had to go resolve that issue, and you were kicked out of the server for a very good reason. Because you were being a grade A jerk. But now you seem to have changed your ways. You seem to have changed your tone. You changed your tune a little bit. Yes, you're still a bit of a, from what I can tell from your server, from your Discord status, you're still a bit of, how do I say this, an interesting character, I guess, if you will. But, right, a unique case, if you will, of, but I'll put you in. I'll put you behind your friendly drug dealer. I'll put you behind or Fur. I'll put you behind them, because again, you were the center of a incident, and yeah. So. Actually, as a matter of fact, when you first joined the server, I believe you'd said something that was really not okay to say to me. So now that I think about that and how awkward that made me feel, I'm actually gonna put you in the ew god no territory for now. because I don't remember what exactly you said, but I think you made a joke about me about grooming or something. Which, by the way, I do not do that. Christ, the last thing I would do is stoop down to the level of grooming people. Good lordy, and you made a joke like that to me, and yeah, that was not okay. Not okay, especially for what if people have said to me in the past in that similar vein. Yeah, you're staying in the You Got No territory just on that merit alone. So I'm lucky I remembered that. Lucky I remembered that. Anyways, moving on to Splat Dude or Splat Kid, I believe on Discord. Not Discord. Switch, and we met very very recently in the Splatoon Discord server, the official Splatoon server, and yeah, we kind of hit it off. I know you love my joke, Yoda. My homosexual joke, Yoda. Don't ask, for the love of God, in the comments. Don't ask. Comments? Don't ask. Comments? Stop it! Stop it now! No asking. Don't ask about it. And other sort of weird characters that I've come up with that you find absolutely hilarious. I wouldn't say you're like my best friend yet, but you've definitely impressed me, especially for your age. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the just put you in the mid. We'll put you in the mid of. I'm gonna put you behind. Ooh boy, let's put you behind Devin because you're kind of a middle ground. I like you. You definitely have some good qualities, but I don't think you're like my best friend yet. That's for sure. Not even close. So next up we have, I believe this is Thousand. We've met through Metroidvania Hub, and I don't think there's really much else I need to say there. Pretty much second verse, same as the first for the Metroid fans I mentioned before. So I'm gonna put you behind. I'm gonna put you. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna put you ahead, just ahead of Eggboard. There you go, right there. Because I think that's where you belong on this list. And now we have. Oh, who is this? Who is that? I can't remember who you are. At the moment, let's see if on my actual server it'll show me. On the actual, like, what do you call it? The thing. Also, who's texting me? Yes, Kelsey, very funny, spelling my name backwards in all caps. Haha. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna text her back right now. Hold on. Right on video. Heck, I'm keeping this in. So, yeah, have a bit of that. There you go. Take that. Now then, who's that person? Let me scroll. Who is that? Ah, yes, Avad, or Jeff. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna go ahead and, well, we met through, Game on Noah, or just Noah. We met through him, and, I believe the first memory I can really think of when I think of you is when you had where you got super salty at Smash Ultimate. And it was so bad to the point that you were threatening to quit the game and you left the server. It was really bad. Not a good look for you, my friend. Not a good look. But you did come back later for a brief moment on one of my GVs, and ever since then, I haven't really heard much from you. So, and apparently you said that you did want to talk more with me, which, yeah, so far I'm not really seeing that, so you need to work on that. If you really do want to talk to me more, then, you should make more of an effort. Because at this point, I'm not really going to reach you. You should more or less be reaching out to me if you want me to respond to you and give you that time and attention that you want. But anyways, I'm going to put you in the territory, right behind Fur, because I don't really feel one way or the other about you. You're just kind of mid for now, for me. So now moving on to who is that? If I can actually scroll through, Evan Bestio. So Evan Bestio, we had a very interesting heated conversation back when back when I was exploring smaller Nintendo themed servers. I believe yours was like Nintendo World or something like that, Nintendo Land or something like that. And yeah, you wanted to do a partnership with me back when I actually did server partnerships. I still do them, but it's just I haven't really gotten a new server partnership in quite a long time, or a request to do one. So right. We were partners for a minute. Then I decided I wanted to drop off because was kind of losing interest in your server and whatnot. And then you decided to throw a hissy fit and get upset at me and say lies about me, saying that, oh, all I care about is members and and whatnot. I don't actually care about the people. In which case, which I beg to argue that no. It's not as much server member numbers that I care about as much as it is the people involved, right? And getting myself, making my presence known. Because I'm a relatively small channel, so I'm trying everything, literally everything under the sun, within reason, of course, to make myself more relevant, to get more people to talk about me and share me around and get informed about me and check me out and see what I have to offer in terms of content and in terms of just my personality and as a person and whatnot. So you have straightened up with me and you've apologized for your behavior, and I appreciate you greatly for that. You don't really talk to me much anymore ever since that incident, and I don't really talk to you anymore because of that either. And again, I'm going to put you, let's put you with the incident causing people, which I believe was, not exactly a great name for him. But let's put you in, where are the incident causing people? I don't remember at the moment. Dang it. You know what? I'm going to put you behind Jeff. There you go. I think that's appropriate. Now, next up we have, who is that? Who is that face? Because I can't remember who that's supposed to be. G! G, spelled Jee. Now, we met through the Ultimate Gamers server. We were good friends for a while. Then you became a bit of a jerk and got nasty with me. And now you don't really talk to me anymore, period. Not much at all. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put you behind Evan Beastio. There you go. And now, last but certainly not least, I believe this is Beanie Ava. What's going on? So, we have a very interesting history because we first met through, I believe, a Minecraft PS4 server, which at the time was getting attacked by a bunch of memers and hackers. And right in the midst of all that chaos, you decided to join VC. I joined VC as well, or voice call, and we kind of hit it off from there. And you've now become my server admin and for the most part, a pretty decent friend. Yes, we've had disagreements, and yes, you've at times, got upset with me and cussed me out and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you've always came back for me because I always have my ace in the hole with you guys, which is, of course, talking it out like an adult. You know what I mean? Because I'm more than willing to, listen to what you guys have to say, and I'm willing to reciprocate and whatever the case may be and give you my feedback and give you my thoughts. Just act like an adult, people. That's all I gotta say. If you have a problem with me, just be an adult and talk it out with me. And for the love of God, do it privately. Don't be one of those guys that does it in the server, in the GVs or VCs or whatnot. Don't do that crap there. I have rules in my server specifically because of that, because I hate servers that do that, because it's unnecessary and it just makes the server look bad and turns people away. So, if you're gonna have an issue with me, if you have an issue and you want to talk it out with me, just do it in DMs or in a private voice call. For the love of God. I'm asking nicely here. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put you in my favorites. I'm going to put you... actually, I'll put you behind Chris. There you go. Because that's kind of where you sit for me right now. There was at one point for you where you were my most favorite, but you've quickly dipped down into the high sort of middle ground for the favorites territory category. tier. So that's all of the physical, members. Now let's move on to bots. So let's start off with the birthday bot. Birthday bot's pretty helpful. We use it for right keeping track of people's birthdays and whatever the case may be. The only thing I don't like about it is that sometimes it wishes happy birthday to people that left the server or deleted their accounts or whatever the case may be. I don't know how to fix that. I've looked through their support services and whatnot. I have not been able to find anything about it, how to fix that. So it's kind of stuck like that now. So I'm gonna put it. Let's see. We'll put it there. There we go. Because it's a nice spot, but it doesn't really do much. Actually, we'll put it in the eh. We'll put it in the eh, right behind UG. That's where it's gonna sit. Next, we have Carlbot, or as me and Evan nicknamed it, Colonel Sanders, because haha, we are funny. We are funny people, and we have good comedy. We totally don't have the comedy of a child, mutually, between us. Totally not. And yeah, so this bot helps out with the reaction roles, like gender-based roles, and of course various other special roles. You can have, staff, the at staff members pingable role, and whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna put it in my favorites behind you, Rogue Jedi, because it's a nice bot and it's pretty funny in terms of this cute little derpy turtle. So, but I'm not crazy about it. So, there you go. Now we have Dank Memer. I don't care much for this bot at all. I'm gonna put it in the EO God now because it doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, it has some nice features, but I really don't like it. Yes, there was the one time that we used the, what was it? I think it was the slash lowercase p command. Or what was it? I think it was like, what was it? Was it the slash PP size or something stupid like that? Which for a brief moment I thought was absolutely hysterical, but then it quickly lost its luster after like the third or fourth time we did it. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the God now because I don't really care much for it. Now moving on to Disboard. It really helps out with getting my server recognized online, and of course spreading the word that hey, I exist. So I'm gonna put it in the top favorites. Actually, I don't know where I'm gonna squeeze them though. I think we're gonna squeeze them. Oh God, you know what? We'll put them. We'll put them right in front of Carlbot because they're both tied, but Disboard, actually no, it should be like that. Yeah, because Disboard, although it's very, very helpful, Carlbot is I like much more because I'm a guy that loves customization. If you can't tell, I'm a guy that loves options. I love accessibility. I'm all about that. When it comes to you guys and what you guys want and what you guys, want to have on the server. In terms of accessibility and customization, I'm all about that. So, and I'm willing to give you guys that within reason, of course. So yeah, and try to keep a nice balance between between quantity and quality of customizations, and of course not giving people too many options. Because over here in the U.S. we get too many options. Period. Just in general for things. So I try to keep a nice balance there with that. So we'll keep them there. Next we have discord.me. Again, second verse, same as the first. It's another bot that helps to, let people know that, hey, I exist. So we'll plop them there for now. So, yeah. Now then, Fredboat. Easily one of my favorite bots. Because it was an amazing music bot for a while. I used to use it for a lot of, lo-fi music, and of course other stupid, dumb things, ear-rape music, that sort of stuff, to troll people with a little bit. It was a lot of fun to use. Unfortunately now, because of Discord's recent updates, it doesn't play music anymore through YouTube, which sucks. But you know what? It is what it is. So, legal reasons and whatnot, and, security reasons. So, we'll plop them there. Now then, for friend time, I'm gonna put them behind Fredboat. As friend time's pretty helpful. I think I integrated that either earlier this year or sometime. What was it? Or the year before. I integrated this bot. Excuse me. Um, and this bot helps with, right, if you type a time on the if you text a specific time like 3 p.m. or something, the bot will automatically send a reaction roll, or not a reaction roll, a reaction emoji, right, to your message. And then from there you can click it and it will send you to a private DM, and it will kind of compare your time to it'll compare the time of the from the sender's time zone to the right recipient's time zone, which is really, really nice. And I especially like it because it's helpful with time sensitive based events, such as my VCs, which of course occur at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the most part, and of course my various other time based events that I have. That, it's good that people know like the time differences and if they can make it to certain things, or whatever the case may be. So it's very helpful, very, very helpful for that. Next up, we have Idle Miner. Idle Miner. This was a pretty useful bot early on. Uh, it had some fun games to it. Loved the little pets and the mining and whatnot, and selling off your blocks for money, whatever the case may be. Pretty fun bot. We don't really use it that much anymore. And of course, Evan, you and I were competing a little bit for the best, backpacks and pickaxes and swords and whatnot, and the best pets and whatever the case may be. But now this bot's kind of died in relevancy, so I'm gonna put it in the category right behind the birthday bot. Next up, we have Me6. Easily, again, one of my favorite bots. Now, I do. Now, before anybody asks, yes, I do know that Me6 is one of the most hated Discord bots now because of its paid content, and I do agree with the people that say that the paid content, and especially the NFT stuff that they've been adding to this bot, are absolutely ridiculous and completely ruined the original intention of this bot, which was to be right babies first, right. Discord moderation bot, but right, and it was supposed to be very accessible and very useful for people. But with all this other paid garbage they put in there, they just completely ruined the spot. They really did. And the only reason I use this bot is for some light moderation and for the welcome messages when people join the server. Sure, Carlbot can do that too, or Colonel Sanders, but Me6 does it better. So for me, that's why I put him there at just behind friend time, because it's very, very useful for that. Next up, we have Nightbot. Now, Nightbot helps with my live chat in terms of little interactive messages, such as, "Hey guys, enjoying the show? Like you want to come hang out in the Discord server? Links here, whatever case may be, and time-based stuff in those little interactables that I've set on the bot. So very, very nice for live chats, as I no longer have to send my rules anymore or tell people, right, the rules of the chat anymore. The bot just does it for me, and then I can just pin it to the top of the live chat now, so that people can just read it from there, and boom, there you go. So that's really, really good, really, really good for that. So I'll put there, Nightbot, and you know what? I'll shuffle Me6 up here. There we go. So there you go. Next up, we have NotSoBot. NotSoBot. I know we've done a couple edits with those. Some funny, crispy pictures with those. A lot of funny stuff. And funny edits through that. Actually, I believe one of those actually got popular enough. And, of course, I loved it enough to make it an official, whatchamacallit, emoji on the server. Server exclusive emoji. So that is pretty cool. I believe it's the MRG delete emoji, which is basically me with red woke eyes holding a handgun, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And I believe someone actually made a gif of that where I'm like shaking and it says like triggered or something over it. It's really funny. So to me, so I'm gonna put him. We're gonna put him in the because it's it was useful for a minute and it was kind of popular for a second, but for me it's just not that. So not a big fan of it. Next, we have question of the day. Question of the day. I integrated this, I believe, earlier this year, and it's been a huge help with getting people active in the server, gets people thinking. It sends random questions, and then you answer them in the question of the day answers channel. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to put them right next to friend time. Very, very useful bot for getting people engaged. Rhythm. Rhythm. This is the original music bot I had for a long time, or as I nicknamed it, Rhythm/Alone Time Radio, back when I had the Alone Time Radio. I guess we call it little subcategory in the server where people could just hang out and just listen to music privately if they didn't want during VCs or whatever the case may be, or just during the course of the day or whatnot, if they felt like it. And for a little bit, some people used it, most people don't. And I don't think the channel works anymore as they used to. So now it's kind of a legacy, set of channels. Because we had the Alone Time Radio VC, and then we had the Alone Time Radio voice text that allow you to type in commands, whatever the case may be, so that way you can listen to your music or whatnot with Rhythm. So I'll put Rhythm right next to Fredboat, as that was the original, right, the OG music bot for the server for the longest time until Rhythm inevitably had to shut down because of similar reasons, like Fredboat. So that is unfortunate. Next, we have server stats. Server stats basically tallies up certain things about the server. How many people are currently in it? How many server owner roles are there? How many, MRGang / Read Squad people are in the server? That type of thing. And it's really, really helpful. I believe I integrated this, either early this year or early last year I integrated this. And it's a very, very useful bot. So I'm going to put it right next to Mr. Me6. Mr. Me6, look at me. Look at all my paid stuff that you have to buy if you want actually good services, or whatever the case may be in terms of your moderation. Next we have Taco Shack. Now, Taco Shack, I believe, Ava, you requested this bot be added. And you loved it so much that you literally put in all caps, thank you, with like 5 bajillion U's. So clearly you really wanted this bot. And and that made me smile, that you were so happy to get this bot that you were addicted to, and that you were, that you were begging me practically to have added to the server. So I'm gonna put it up in the, I'm gonna put it behind Discord.me. So that's where he's gonna sit. Next, we have the Uno bot. Now, the Uno bot was useful, I believe, early to mid 2021? Back when me, Evan, a couple other people, back when we tried to do game days on the server where we would play with the Uno bot and play Uno, and I'd always lose because Evan's cracked at Uno for some reason. I don't understand that. It's friggin' Uno. It's not like it's Monopoly that makes me want to, commit war crimes over, but it's okay, it's all right. Anyways, I'm going to put this in the territory. It was fun for a bit, but now it's just kind of a legacy bot that just kind of hangs out on the server now until we want to use it at a later point. So, next up we have Would You Rather. Would You Rather. I added this very, very recently, I believe a couple months ago, and for a little bit it was popular, but now it's kind of dead now. Territory easily. Alright, and the last one for this video, Yggdrasil. We believe, I forget who requested this, but I believe it was a relatively newer member of the server, requested this bot be added, and it hasn't really been used much since then, and I don't really care much for Yggdrasil, especially for the whole like what do you call it, the random the phone, whatever it's called. Not Gartic phone is a different one. Some other phone-based command. Don't really like that. It's kind of. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the tier list for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this tier list. Do you think you should be higher or lower on the list? Let me know. And I'm gonna go ahead and quickly save this. So yeah, let me download the image. Yeah. And oh boy. So oh, actually, I'll do that later because I don't need you guys seeing my files. Ugh. Don't need that. So I'll save this later and post this to the server once this video goes out. And I will see you guys in the next video that I do. And actually, before I do that, before I go, let me know in the comments if you guys want more tier maker videos, because I would love to make this a series where maybe you guys could send me tier lists that you've created that you want me to rank based on different topics and themes. And I would love to go on tier maker and just look up different tier lists and do some different rankings. Maybe I could do like Metroid ranking or whatnot or something. That could be a lot of fun. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Later, Eat Squad, and have a good one.